Hi everyone, welcome to the week 24 workout. This workout is going to be a mixture of a body weight circuit as well as a weighted or banded circuit. Now, if you don't have a band, you can use weights for all parts of the weighted/banded circuit. I would advise using a light set of weights and a moderate or medium set of weights, but if you don't have both, just use a light set of weights and try to do more reps until you get fatigued. And with that, let's start with the warm-up. Ooh! Wyatt says hello. He is moving around. He is just ate like a half hour ago. So I'm going to start just with some side to side, some marches in place. So week 24, getting close to 2/3 of the way done here. And I had my shower this week. And it was so beautiful and it was so nice out. It was in this very nice restaurant and it had all glass windows. And it was a beautiful day, surprisingly, up in Connecticut, warm. And it was so special, and our little boy is just so loved. And I'm not going to talk any more about it because I feel like I'm about to start crying. But we just got a few more deliveries right before this workout. And I told my husband, I was like, put him away because I'm going to start crying if I start looking at that baby book. All right, move your arms back and forth like this. Now this workout is set up to really fatigue the muscles. So we're gonna do 2 rounds of each circuit and we're gonna really hit certain muscle groups harder than we have in the past. So the first round of the body weight exercises, I'm really focusing on the glutes and on the delts. You're probably, and the obliques. You're probably thinking, God, she seems to love the delts. I do, because I just feel like you use them way more than we actually realize it. All right, I'm warmed up enough and I'm excited because we just got those packages, so let's get started. The first exercise in the first circuit, in this body weight circuit, is going to be a standing one-legged squat. I don't want you to be unsteady, so you can hold on to something and you're just gonna bend down and come straight back up. And lift this leg up so you're engaging the quad in this muscle, in this leg, and the glute in the other. And I'm not going very far, mostly because I just don't have the strength anymore. But I can feel it. Let's do 15. 5 more. Okay. Let's go out. Next side. Really try to engage that leg, so lift it up as high as it's comfortable. Keep your chest up. You don't want to just hunch over and go down. So keep your chest up. That way you're pushing your booty back and keeping your legs, your knee from going out over your toe. I hope that all of you are moving straight along. Things are moving swell with your pregnancy. Next week, at my doctor's appointment, I have, no, I think it's in a week and a half, my glucose test, which I've ordered for ladies, but I've never done. So now I will be able to taste this glucola and see what it really tastes like. Last 2. All right. Okay, now we're gonna do a one-legged side lunge. So what that means is instead of being straight up in the front and just having your leg back or putting a lot of pressure on that, you're gonna be onto the side. I'm just gonna hold on here and you're gonna do 1, and you're gonna kind of bring your leg in as you go up and slide it out. Again, I'm not going down very far just because I can feel it doing basically 6 inches of motion. All right, 15 on each side. That was 15. Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna get through round 2. This time I'm gonna do it holding onto the wall so you can see me from the side. I'm gonna keep my leg elevated because it feels a little bit easier for me. So if any of you have had showers, send us your pictures. I'd love to see what your showers look like. Everybody has such different themes and different ideas, and Pinterest has made the idea of a baby shower so personalized. You can pick all these cool crafts and things to do, and it makes it so special. All right, done with the standing / leg portion. We're gonna down on the ground, start with a plank lift. So what you're gonna do is get on your side like this. I'm gonna have my knees bent and my hand straight underneath my shoulder. And we're just gonna do 15 of these. We're gonna tap down and bring it up. You can hold your belly if you need to. I'm not ever going all the way down. I'm keeping the core and especially the oblique engaged the whole time. So I'm almost tapping and then I'm coming up. We'll do 15 on each side. This is number 10. And the more we keep our cores engaged and we work them through the pregnancy, the stronger we're gonna be for when we come to push. I can't say this from experience because again, I've never had a baby, but you're using a lot of your torso when you're bearing down trying to push baby out. So the thought is if you're working these, engaging these muscles, you're actually going to be better off once it's time to push the baby. We'll do 15 on this side. Now my OB did not give me any restrictions about doing abdominal exercises for my front, but after a while it feels almost like I have no muscles there. Even when I'm swimming, it's a little bit like I'm stretching my belly. 2 more. All right, and that's really engaging at least the obliques, some of the IT band, working that delt. All right. The next exercise is going to be a plank shoulder tap. So you're gonna get into a plank position. I'm gonna have my knees down. And you're just gonna tap your shoulders like this. And we're gonna do 30 taps or 15 on each side. I like to try to keep my pelvis tilted in and up, kind of curled under the baby. And I try to move as little as possible. Like I'm almost like allowing people to ski off my back. And you should start feeling this in the delt. If not on this round, at least in the next one. All right, last 4. Okay, whew. And the last exercise is this tabletop. We're gonna have your shoulders straight over your wrist. You're gonna extend your leg, extend the opposite arm, and you're gonna do lifts. And we're gonna do 15 on each side. This is really good for engaging the lower back and still working the delt. You'll feel it on the arm that's still on the ground. And 15 again. Whew. So what other exercises is everyone else doing during their pregnancy to stay active? I walk the dog, which is very active for me. I try to walk him on my days off, at least a couple to 2 to 3 miles, maybe sometimes more. Let's start round 2. We're gonna start with that one-legged squat. I'm gonna hold on to the wall, legs straight out in front of you so you engage the quad of the leg that's up and elevated. You're just gonna go down and up. We're gonna do 15 again. I love doing these types of workouts where you work out the whole body because it feels like then at the end of the day, right after 15, let's switch, I feel a great kind of sense of soreness and tiredness in my whole body. All right, lift. And the more you try to keep upright and push the booty back, the more you'll feel that quad engage. That glute engage on the leg that you're working. Three more. Whew. All right, that standing kind of one-legged side lunge. I'm gonna keep my hand right here. Keep my leg a little bit elevated. We're gonna go down. If any of you have any good suggestions for yoga, I'd love to do a prenatal yoga that's not just holding onto my belly and breathing. All right, that's 15. My buns are on fire. Both of them are. Last one here. And also by keeping my leg elevated, I'm feeling a little bit more of an engagement in the glute on that side as well. $15. Thank goodness. Okay, now we're gonna get down on the ground, do the last little bit of this body weight circuit. I'm gonna try to keep my knees and my hand kind of in line because I know once I lift, I'm gonna be lifting straight up. You wanna try to make a straight line right from your hand all the way down, your shoulders straight down like that. We'll do 15 on each side. This morning we put together Wyatt's crib. Well, we finished putting together Wyatt's crib because we started a couple of weeks ago. And it makes it feel so exciting that things are starting to come together and get ready for his arrival. One more. Whew. I'm gonna switch sides. Just don't move as quickly. Again, 15 on each side here. Try to keep your chest open to the front or to wherever the screen is that you're watching. Your shoulders in line. And I've also been toying with the idea of getting a belly band. I don't know exactly if that's going to help kind of keep things elevated. I'm not sure if I would wear it when I just work out, or if I would wear it when I'm walking around the hospital. I'm not really sure, but if any of you have ever tried it, I would love to hear your experiences and which ones worked. All right, the plank shoulder taps, 30 or 15 on each side. Oh, done. I'm just gonna go back to child's pose for a minute. Okay. All right, last exercise is that opposite shoulder, opposite arm, opposite leg lift. $15 on each side. I like the body weight exercises because as you kind of get farther along and your body weight increases, you feel like you're adding more resistance anyway. Okay. Whew. That is the end of the bodyweight circuit. The second part of this workout is a weighted and banded exercise circuit. What that means is I'm going to use a set of medium weights or moderate weights, about 8 pounds, and then a set of light weights or 5 pounds. I'm going to also use a band. If you don't have a band, you can use your light weights. And again, if the medium weights feel too heavy at any point, just go to your light weights and do more reps until you feel fatigued. And with that, let's get started with that weighted circuit. So the first exercise of the weighted circuit is going to be a plie squat with a dumbbell or a kettlebell. So I lied, I'm going to use a 25-pound kettlebell that we have. I'm going to grab it. I'm going to point my toes out to the side, and I'm just going to hold the kettlebell. I'm going to go down and up. And at the top, I'm going to squeeze my butt cheeks together. So I'm going to go down slow and up. And you want to try to keep your knees pushing out almost behind you, like they're trying to touch the wall behind you. So you feel that inner thigh engagement. And we're going to do 20 of these. And you're going to do them slow and controlled so you feel that inner thigh engage and that glute engage up at the top. And the slower you go and more controlled you are, the more you're gonna feel those inner thighs and that glute. Last one. Great. Whew. The next exercise is going to be a lunge pulse with alternating 90-degree shoulder press to the front. I'm gonna use 8-pound weights. And we're going to only do, it'll look like this. You'll be in a lunge position like this, and you'll go up and down. You're gonna do 15 on each side. Whew. Oh, I'll be feeling this tomorrow. And then the next side. Your arms don't have to move a lot. You want to try to keep them at 90 degrees and just go up and down. Oh, okay, I need a break. That was 10. I might go to 5 for the next round. Whew. Whew, that'll make the delts burn. All right, I'm going to use a light band for the next exercise. It's a narrow squat, so you're going to keep your legs or your legs close together. Put your arms over your head, and you're just going to go down, and I'm going to go out to the side. If you have a band and it's still too hard to do that, to feel your shoulders squeeze like you're squeezing a pencil, bend your arms and squeeze. So for me, I'm gonna have a little bit of bent in my arms, but I'm gonna be able to feel that. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna hold that squat while you do 15 of these. This is work to let the lats as well as the glutes. Last one. Oh, this is killing me. Next exercise, I'm gonna use some light weights. And we're gonna do an exercise my husband taught me that I just love. It's gonna be a seated, slightly at an incline, elevated bicep curl. So we're gonna go against the seat. Now if you have a ball, put the ball up against a wall and just lay at an incline with your hips off the ground. And you're gonna lift your arms up so your your elbows are kind of in line with your shoulders. And you're gonna go like this and then reach back to you. And you're only gonna do 10 of these. Whew. Okay. And then the last exercise of the circuit is going to be a chest fly. I'm going to use 8 pounds. I'm still going to be sitting on the bench. But again, if you have a wedge pillow, a stability ball, a reclining couch where you can, it's not too deep, where you can put your feet on the floor, you can use that. You can put your arms straight above your chest and then open. You don't want them up here because that's not working the chest, okay? It has to be almost over where the nipples are of your chest. And I'm just gonna do 10 of these too. The other thing you want to keep in mind is you don't want to arch your back while you're doing that. If you're doing that, the weights are too heavy. You're putting too much pressure on your stomach and your abdomen to help keep the weights over that part of your chest. So you want to choose a weight that you're able to do that and push your back into the bench. Good. That is the whole weighted circuit. So I'm gonna come over here, do a little bit of a stretch. Those 90-degree angle ones were harder than I was anticipating. I'm gonna put my hands under my bum and stretch out my upper back. Stretch out my chest. We're still gonna do this one more time through. Just need a little bit of a break. I'm gonna shake my legs out, shake my arms out. Okay. All right, and then when you feel as though you've had an adequate rest, 30 seconds to a minute and a half, 2 minutes, let's do the second round. We're gonna start off with the plie squats with the kettlebell or a heavy dumbbell. And by heavy, I mean you don't want to be pulling yourself forward, curving your back. Your chest should be up, your chest should be open, your shoulders should be back. You should be able to comfortably hold the weight underneath your belly without putting any pressure on the belly. I'm gonna use the kettlebell again. And again, we're gonna go nice and slow. This time we're just gonna do 15. Nice and slow down, pushing the knees back to this back wall. Bring it up, squeeze the butt. I'm very excited because our next week we're going to be doing a lower back and hip stretching series. I'm seeing an osteopathic physician or a DO. In my residency, we were MDs and DOs. And if you've never heard of OMM, I've heard from the pregnant women I used to care for, last one, that it's very helpful for lower back pain and hip pain and sciatica during pregnancy. So we're gonna run through some of those exercises and I'll try to show you some things you can do with your partner or significant other or someone at home. That way you can start to get some relief from that lower back pain and sciatica. All right, the lunge pulse with a 90-degree alternating shoulder press. Like I told you, I'm going to use 5 pounds. I think the 8s were just a little bit too aggressive for me. And when I say you're gonna do 15, it's 15 pulses. Unfortunately, I did ask my physician if she does OMM and she does not, so I do not get to actually experience OMM as a pregnant female, but you know. I feel this a little bit in my biceps too. Whew, okay. It's gonna be that narrow squat. Narrow squat to engage the lats. I'm gonna use my band. If you don't have a band, you can use light weights, or you don't have to use any weights. You can just keep your hands together in fifth and squeeze till you feel your shoulder blades squeeze together. We're going to do 10 of these. So again, holding it in that narrow squat position, chest up. Whew. Last 2 exercises. That elevated bicep curl. Again, I'm gonna use my 5-pound weights. I'm only going to do 10 of these. We need a lot of water after this exercise, or after this workout. All right. All right, the last one is the angled chest fly. I'm gonna use my 8s one more time. Okay, weights go right over the chest. Again, push that back into the bench. Good, that's 10. And we're done. Okay, just because we're done with the workout doesn't mean that we're done. We have to stretch. So I'm gonna do a little bit of this, stretch the bicep. This. I do over my head. Because for whatever reason, my triceps feel very sore, probably from the side plank lifts. And then as well as the, you're using them when you're doing those seated bicep curls that are lifted. I'm gonna put my arm across my chest like this so I can feel my shoulder relax a little bit. My delts are so burned. I'm gonna hold here, put my leg up and stretch forward so I can feel my hamstring release. Make sure you don't hyperextend that leg. You don't want to cut off that blood flow. Again, with the other leg. Ooh, this one's way tighter. I'll do a little bit for the quad since we did engage the quad. Hold on to this. Okay, and make sure you drink plenty of water after this. Realistically, pregnant women should be drinking between 14 and 15 cups of water a day. That seems like a lot, but especially if you're active, you need that. I used to always tell my pregnant ladies, my pregnant patients, your pee should be clear. As a pregnant woman now, I can tell you that is my aspiration every day. I don't always achieve it, but it is my aspiration. So take care of yourself, drink lots of water, rest up, and next week we're gonna do a whole stretching lower back hip opener series to help give you some relief from your lower back pain and sciatica. Make sure you like and follow us on Instagram and YouTube, and give us any comments. Let us know how your baby showers have been going, if you're planning one, if one's coming up. Let us know how all of your nursery preparations have been going, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.